The African community continues to inherit spiritual values in their daily lives, and this region remains a place where belief in voodoo persists as a means to carry out rituals and worship. This belief involves unseen spirits and entities that inhabit the surroundings of humans. One form of manifestation of this belief is found in the performance of the Kampo dance. Kampo is a dance featuring a straw puppet that does not involve human performers. Despite the absence of human intervention, the straw puppet is capable of dancing and spinning to the rhythm of music for hours. The puppet appears alive, running, moving, and presenting attractions as if it has a human presence inside manipulating its movements. According to local mythology, the Kampo dance refers to the spiritual entities of the Jola or Diola people in the West African region. Overall, there are three mythical figures in Jola society, namely Kampo, Same, and Nias. Same is a figure who invites the entire community to attend dance festivities. He has one arm, two horns on his head, and is capable of running very fast. With his staff, he commands strict order in the community. Same is knowledgeable about everything happening in the village and is considered the host of traditional dance events. Meanwhile, Nias has two arms and no horns, but dances using two sticks. The Kampo dance is considered as the guardian of the village and a spreader of goodness in the community's life. In this belief, when the Kampo dance is performed, straw dolls can interact and speak to the audience in a secret language understood only by the Kampo handler, who serves as the interpreter. Through this dance, the community feels safe and protected from potential dangers. Therefore, whenever there is a festival in the village, Kampo is always summoned. In the eyes of the community, this tradition signifies unity. Consequently, individuals who do not participate in the event are considered antisocial according to their beliefs. This mystical dance is closely tied to voodoo, as a branch of the animistic spiritual tradition originating from the ancestors of the West African people. Although many believe that voodoo is associated with black magic and curses using dolls as a medium, the reality is different. The presence of Kampo is linked to the forest where it originates, explaining its rough and natural appearance. It is entirely covered with thin, dried palm leaves and carries a stick on its head, used as support during the fast and bewildering dance. The speed of its rotation even makes us wonder if a human can move in such a way, spinning so rapidly that it seems not to touch the ground. According to tradition, Kampo is not a human but a spirit that is not only revered but also feared. Therefore, it is inappropriate or not allowed to inquire about who is inside. Touching or looking into the palm leaves is considered an insult. Hence, Kampo is always accompanied by a group of people who not only assist and protect it, but also act as interpreters, because Kampo speaks in a secret language known only to the initiated. The overall secrecy is crucial to maintain the mystery that we will now attempt to unravel, as not only can we not see but also cannot comprehend certain effects that we observe. Our minds may accept absurdity before acknowledging that we cannot explain the phenomenon. This is what leads many people to think that there is no one inside Kampo. How can someone move without visibility, performing jumps and pirouettes that seem impossible? To unravel this mystery, we need to rely on our beliefs and hopes. Although our perception is limited, we can still find clues from what we observe to understand things beyond our sight. This confusion is not only caused by the fast dance, but also by the enhanced visual and auditory effects produced by plant fibers, creating impressive visual dynamics and making everything appear alive. Complex forms emerge while Kampo spins, making it difficult to discern the human form amid this confusion. The challenge of understanding and assigning meaning to what appears before our eyes is a crucial step to avoid falling into the illusions generated by such a complex phenomenon. It is essential to realize that there are things beyond the boundaries of our understanding. First of all, we see that despite plant fibers uniting the kumpo into a cohesive whole, the kumpo actually consists of two main parts: the body and the elongated stick from the cone. This stick shapes and functions as support when the kumpo rotates, and both are completely covered by palm leaves. Although the rules prohibit us from asking who is inside the kumpo, our curiosity remains significant, providing clues that the spirit inside seems to hold the stick from the cone above its head with both hands, explaining its specific form. We also observe that when the kumpo walks and the stick tilts to one side, the spirit is observing in the opposite direction. When the kumpo thrusts its stick into the ground, this sequence allows us to see that the base of the cone is used as if it were a rotating rudder. Additionally, it is also possible to distinguish two legs moving in a circle, initiating a dance that will gradually become faster. For African communities, dance is not only a form of artistic expression, but also an integral part of their culture, and some are so complex that they are considered impossible to imitate. This is evident in the case of the Zodli dance, where the dancer can perform movements so rapidly that it creates the illusion of being suspended in the air, while their legs move extremely quickly. Other dances also demonstrate how the skill of a dancer can make movements appear impossible to replicate. Nevertheless, years of practice and dedication transform the body to produce specific effects that may not have the same consequences for someone who has not devoted a similar commitment to developing their skills throughout most of their lives. Therefore, some claim that those who participate in such performances are members of a secret society, moving with many secrets and unwilling to be questioned by others. However, we can see that individuals inside the costume clearly need to see outside. To move in a particular direction, they will tilt the cone. Even though coconut leaves are used to hide from prying eyes, they also create a layer of transparency that allows them to see through the fibers in the direction they need to move. And when they release the stick, that is the most vulnerable moment, because they no longer have protection from the cone. But as long as they keep their hands above their heads, it will be covered with leaves falling from their arms. However, we can see that when they need to move their hands, the head is the most vulnerable part, and that is why it always needs to be covered, either with the cone or with their hands. And an assistant will always be vigilant, moving away if someone tries to get too close when without the cone. From our perspective, beliefs related to such creatures and other mask performances in Africa may seem simple. However, is it not simplistic to believe that the entire reality can be understood within the human mindset, when most of reality remains a mystery? These creatures teach us that behind many observable phenomena, there is a hidden reality that we cannot directly access through our senses. As long as we struggle to accept this reality, the truth will continue to elude us, and only when we begin to acknowledge it will we realize that we have stepped closer to the truth.